Hello YouTube fans, here again, and why not do this? Friday the 13th 3D, as it said in the 82 trailer. That is the third Friday the 13th. Now, from the success of 1 and 2, they decided why not do a third one, but with a difference. A lot of films in that era, whether it be Jaws 3, 3D, and the full 3D, they decided why not do this in 3D, being the third Friday the 13th. There was a lot of ideas at the time. One, Asian Steel was going to prize the role, and it's going to be where she's in hospital, having to paw and all this, and it was a foil one where Jason's in the obstacle and he's got the bag on his head still and he's attacking everybody. But there was only a film done like that, wasn't there, back in the same year when that come out. Do you know what that was? Do you know what that was? Halloween 2. So the idea got scrapped. Adrian Steele didn't want to prize the role, so decided to go with some new teens. And not only that, they felt the bag on the head wasn't that sturdy. A lot of people felt it was like the movie that Ted did Suntown, even though it was influenced from that. So they wanted to give Jason a new look. So it starts off, you've got bits from the second bit, the hats on the head, the mask getting off, all that, and then it foils on. And it's quite interesting on this. Again, it's 3D, it's got a lot of 3D gimmicks. Like, there's a bit with his old eye, puts a fake eyeball there. There's a bit where the first kill, dude gets into a woman, so he gets a nicking needle in the mouth. Close up, a lot of that, 3D gimmicks. Your typical blue and red sunglasses, if I got it right. One's red, one's blue, whatever. So you get all that sort of stuff. A bit dated now, but it has that, it has that charm to it. That's the charm to it. Not a 3D deaths like the one where the guy gets his head close to the eyeball, pops out. You can see now it's like a fishing rod. You can see it's a dummy head, but again, them practical effects, it has a charm to it. So I like that. And the fun thing else I did this film is decided they'll slap in the bag, decided to give him a hockey for a mast. And obviously they must have liked the hockey because they kept it in all of them. I do actually like the actor who played Station in this, sad to say. May rest is no longer with us. If you wonder who he is, think of the actor that played in Deathstalker, not the one that played Deathstalker, the original one I reviewed, the one that played Deathstalker's mate, and he gets his neck broken and all this. It was him. It was funny because back in that era, he was a good looking lad. But they done him up, they put makeup on him, made him look, like the Jason. And the thing was, like I say, it was a good looking guy, but this to me is like the perfect Jason. It's a perfect Jason, and you find out halfway through the film. You got Wonder in it. I say you got new teens. You got this one lad who's basically a practical joker. Who's playing pranks on people who I believe is that annoying person. And he's also teenagers. And if you can believe that, you got one that don't stop smoking weed. And like I say, Jason, again, he's a typical boohoo dumpster. He's hidden behind the buses, he's hidden there, he's hidden everywhere. And you don't sort of thinking on that bit because 1 and 2, it's a new done it. We find out it's Jason near the sequel, but this one, we know it's fucking Jason. Enough of the boohoo dumpsters, we know it's Jason at this point. And you've got two bikers. You got one, if you think you've seen him before, he was one that played the Bowser in the original Fright Night, the one where the vampire pulls his nails out and slits his throat. That was him. And he's like looking in this. One of the biker chicks gets pierced, typical 3D gimmick in the chest. Another biker gets the same death and he gets knocked out. And I think rightly the Durr originally in the ending was going to get beheaded, but that got altered. It got altered because they didn't want it. They wanted to have that typical jump scare that was used in 1 and 2. So instead, you've got Jason's mum jumps out. I could take it or leave it, but with that bit, it never really followed on because it never followed on when he did that or any of the others. But yeah, you think it's going to be Jason. She sees him jump through the door, but instead it's Jason's mum. And I do actually like the way he gets it in this. He gets the axe on the head, and the biker jumps up. You think he's going to save the day, and he gets besetted. But the best death of all, I think, is a bit where the lad's upside down, he's doing handstands, and Jason's got the thing. Really graphic. And you've got Wonder in it. You notice she's pregnant, and it's just also you what a ruthless Jason is. It's like this big besetter. It's a bit like the death in Beakin's death, but instead it goes in the chest and right up. Again, a lot of 3D gimmicks because the film was done in 3D. And it's like I say, the die in this, who played Jason, was actually a good looking die. It's sad to say he's no longer with us. So that one that did that. But I think the first time you see him in the hockey mask, yeah, I don't think it's a bad in this. 3D gimmicks do get a bit boring after the bit, but again, like I said, I repeat myself, it has a charm to it. It has a charm. So for this, without ado, a 10-star rating for me because I don't really think this is a bad one. I mean, it's the first time you see him with the hockey mask. It's got a few good death scenes in it, and I don't really think the MPA really cut as much as what they did with this one. And when they get to that one, they didn't really cut as much down as much as they did with the other ones, which I will get to. But this one, I don't think it was a bad one. Like I say, it's got a few good death scenes in it. You've got a scene with the dude having a shower. You've got the date sheet with the Passetti in the desk. The lad doing that. Like I say, you tarnish Jason's mum again, but I know it was a woman. She had the makeup on and everything. So it wasn't Patsy Palmer pricing the role. She only was willing to do that for one small appearance, and then after that, nope. And like I said, there's a bit where it dives off and it ends like that. And let's not forget the disco music. Boom, boom, boom. Ch, ch, ch. Ta, 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 ta. Boom, 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 boom. Ch, ch, ch. That is just iconic. That disco music alone wins a 10-star rating, which obviously wasn't really went that well because when they got to the other ones, that boom, boom, boom. Obviously didn't rub off, but it always makes me laugh that disco music they're putting in the opening and at the end. But yeah, without ado, I do it again. 10-star rating for me. Friday the 13th, part 3 of 3D. Sad to say it's very hard now to see it in 3D these days. But if you can ever see it in 3D, let me know if you've ever seen it in 3D. Be smart, be safe. See you later.